How's everybody doing? Good evening. An update. The student who is in California who uh, was in class and the professor at the college called Desert Homes. And this is in California, where a Palestinian student was subjected to listening to the professor say nigger. And that is not a term that I use at any point. But when you have to stand up for righteousness, stand justice, when you have to use that term, it should be used for a specific reason, not just in jest. Can't be part of our culture because our language is what our kids will use when we're not around, when they're in front of the judge or when they're in front of professionals. We want them to be used to using language that will represent themselves, their family, our people, and our future. So, an update: College of the Desert Palms. So, this is what I did because I'm about what I say. I said that I would contact the president or the chancellor of that university or college. Did some research on the president of that college. Not just talking about it, but being about it. I need everyone else that hears the words that are coming out of my mouth to send an email or Twitter. I had the number and have the number, but I put it on the Facebook page. And so the name of the college president is Joel Kinnaman. His email address is JKINNAMON at collegeofthedesert.edu. Now, if we all send an email and let him know how we feel about that college professor using nigger in class, and we want action. We want the professor removed from her duties at the university. So can you imagine paying for your son or daughter to go to a class or to go to a university and the professor feeling froggish and confident and within their right, according to the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment, free speech, that you use nigger in trying to teach some students a academic goal? It's not even part of vocabulary. And so I admonish all of you to not just talk about it, but send the email and say what you want, which is for that professor to be removed from their teaching duties and capacity. We don't want warnings. We don't want a 1-2 strike, 3 strikes, you out, because we're not playing baseball. Okay? Those are the rules for baseball. And then they use those rules to help with incarcerating our people. And so we're wanting justice and we want equality. When we say no justice, no peace. This professor has a history in Oklahoma. So he's an Oklahoma boy or gentleman. But he needs to make a good decision. So he studied in the University of Oklahoma City and Oklahoma State, I believe. And so he's just now coming to the West Coast. But this is not what we do. Wherever you go, whether it's Oklahoma, whether it's Texas, or whether it's California, we need you to do what you're supposed to do. On the website, the professor is talking about how they are one of the top 150 small colleges trying to win an award. How can you win an award when you have a professor on your campus using nigger to teach a topic probably not even related? Even if it was related, it's not appropriate. History is the best reward for our research. So as we have researched and we have found that this professor is guilty as charged, she has to go, and she has to go immediately. So what did I do? What am I asking you to do? I went to Joel Kinnaman's Twitter account and sent him short and succinct message introducing myself because I'm educated, and telling him that I disapprove of the quality of the professors that are on this campus. How can you claim to be one of the top 150 colleges looking for another award? They need to take your accreditation for not being in compliance with discrimination, accessibility, federal laws. Even though you're a private institution, you can't do what you want to do. You have to follow the rules like everyone else has to do. And so we need for you to not be the campus of choice for those that want to discriminate against any person of any color. So we need you to do what's right, Mr. Joel Kinnaman. So it's an open letter. I'm willing to meet with you on the grounds of making a change. If not, we have to tell our people, biological or not, to stop going to this college in the desert because it's dry and it's inappropriate for someone that has suffered for 400 years to pay your money to go and be in a position to be not comfortable. Education at the highest level is supposed to be one where you are bringing out. That is the definition of education, is to bring out what you already have. And so with the understanding of hopefully meeting and seeing whether or not this professor either wants to hide and wait till the heat, or much of what we do in terms of reporting and keeping accountability at issue, we need to move to the next step, which is we need to make a decision on whether or not we tell any and every person of color that we know, go to another university. It's not that crucial. What would you do? What would you say? We have to stand for justice and equality. We also have to do what we say we're going to do. So send the email and let me know what response you get. So I gave him my email. I gave him my name. I gave him my number because I want to hear from him. I've been trying to get to him on Twitter, been trying to get to him at the university. And so if you're a college president, be accountable. and reach out. And I can guarantee you, you won't be using the N word or nigga when we have that discussion. It'll be thought provoking, and it should be positive. And so when we say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, you know that's what we mean. One love, peace and blessings.